happy, yeah? You happy?
Yes.
I hope so. At least somebody happy. Okay, very good. Okay. New story. Maybe this story is a little better than some of the story we heard before. Today I read you the story about Master Mahavira. He is saving his friend and disciple, the one who follow him all the time until now. His name is Gaushalak. Okay? Good. Okay. Saving Gaushalak. One time, while moving from Siddharthpur to Kumar village, Mahavira, they just say Mahavira, they don't say any Lord or Master, nothing. Master Mahavira, I added on for the sake of respect. Nah? Yeah. We should respect such a great and rare being. Now, Lord Mahavira was moving from Siddharthpur to Kuma village. Yeah. And he was passing through a dense forest. All of a sudden, better take care of yourself. Whatever you want to do, the best is you do it yourself, right?
Yes.
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 Your mouth only good at criticizing and talking nonsense. And when the good occasion arrives, you don't talk good. That's no good. Change it. Yeah? Change it. Change the habit, okay, of negative thinking and expression. Make it positive all the time. Even if it doesn't work, you don't lose nothing. At least somebody hears something positive next to you, they're happy, right? Yeah. What for saying some negative things, even when it doesn't happen? Yeah. So we should just always say something good, hoping it will come true. Even if it doesn't come true, well, so what? Most of the things in this world don't come true. Okay? We don't care, right? We don't care if it comes true or not. Life goes on, eh? And we'll be happy, yeah, to live the way it is. Even if we're not happy, so what? Who cares? Yeah? I was in Italy and I went to a restaurant, no, not Italy, in Monaco, went to a restaurant to eat. And then I talked to the manager, he was very kind to me, and I said to you, wow, being a manager of the restaurant must be very, very tough job. And to please the customer all the time, some difficult one, must be very stressful, difficult for you. But I saw you always smiling and saying always nice things, at least to me. Do you say all nice things to all the customers? He say, yes. That's our job, to make customer happy. Yes, no matter what. For us, the customers here are kings and queens. So, wow, very good. How do you do that? So he said to me, in Italy, he's Italian. He worked in Monaco, but he's Italian. So he said to me, in Italy, we have a saying that the bird in a cage, whether or not he sing happy song or sad song, it's the same. So he should sing happy song. Yes. And I don't know which country, but something they say like, if you are already on the pirate ship, then stay there. Stay, don't jump, don't try to escape and jump into the sea. It's useless. You might die. If you stay on the pirate's boat or ship, maybe you have a chance to survive. So just cooperate with the pirate. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. I run out now of idioms, so that's all you got. That's all I remember. Now, all of a sudden, they were passing through a very dense forest, and all of a sudden, Gaushalak saw a tapas ascetic in an opening on one side of the trail. You know, in the forest, they normally have a path, right, or a trail. And in one side, there's an opening, a clearance, and then he saw an ascetic was sitting there. And then he went to look closer to this ascetic. Tapas. What is tapas? Normally it's a meal, right?
Tapas means heat.
Heat.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But it is used for an ascetic who has very good knowledge.
Yeah, so is this kind of a compliment? Right?
It is kind of calling them monk, like tapasvi.
Okay.
Like it's calling them
like
monk.
he's a very kind of seasoned ascetic.
Yes, yes.
Respected. Yeah. Long time I have not been in India. Wow, how long ago even? 30 years, must be, right? Was in 1980, 80 something. Yeah, now it's 2019. Wow, how long can that be then? Huh? 39 years. Wow, you're good math, yeah. I was 13, going for engineer, but I didn't like math, so finally I changed a different course, yeah. I was thinking I will become an engineer of some sort. I thought most girls don't study engineering, you know, so I thought I'd be the, you know, outstanding one. But I don't really like this kind of calculation and machine and all kind of stuff, so I changed. Yeah, it's good. Doctor of philosophy, good enough for me. I don't need to be engineer to prove that girl can also be tough. Okay, very good. Yeah, I keep changing. I wanted to study like psychology, and I also did not like. It's too depressing. And then I changed. Philosophy, good. Yeah. Don't ask me where the doctor's certificate is. I don't even know where it is. Okay? It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. So now, a tapas ascetic, he was sitting in an opening on one side of the trail. On closer observation, Gaushalak, he is probably young, and just a disciple, curious, and sometimes a little bit lighthearted, yeah, and humorous, not too positive, typical of chelas. Chelas, chelas, disciple. Chelas is a Sanskrit word, Hindi word for disciple, students. So he went over there very near and looked at him. Wow. Oh, this sounds familiar to Taiwanese people. Yes. Yeah. I heard if some boy went on the beach and saw people wear bikini, we don't have them in Taiwan maybe, but saw some in Hawaii, for example. Girls wear bikini to sunbathe, they take vitamin D and suntan to make it look healthy and beautiful. I did that a lot when I was younger. I love that. Even if I don't live next to the beach, like in Munich, we're nowhere near the beach. But I always sunbathe on my balcony. Yeah, I cover, and then so nobody from the opposite side or under or left, right can see me. Yeah. So when I was younger, about time I was married, I looked always tan. From old picture, I looked tan. I didn't put makeup, nada, just like that. Like in Hawaii, the Taiwanese boy would come very near and look at people. The girls who were on the beach. And then some of the American complain, and then one of my friend, not his disciple, he would tell them, no, these are Japanese. No, not Chinese, Japanese. Yeah, just to protect his own people. Yeah. My God, these people, only bikini, and it's so observant like that. What if they go to English garden, for example, like in Munich or in London garden, where people in summer, they just set themselves free of all this cumbersome stuff, you know? They just all lay in there, in the nature. And nature also themselves. So it's very matching nature and nature together. Nobody say nothing. Don't do this in Taiwan, huh? You guys, huh? You, the Westerner. This is a no-no in Taiwan. I don't see any Taiwanese do that. But in Western country, America even, it's normal, okay? In France, Switzerland, England, Germany, etc., they do that. In especially colder country, the summer lasts not long. People love to be in the sun. They take as much sun as they can to store up for winter. You understand? Yes. Not like us here. We inside even we wear hat to cover too much sun. So in summer, if you go around, don't be shocked, nah? Yeah. On grass, on grass, in park or something, wherever the clearance of grass area, people are laying there just enjoying themselves. They don't mean anything provocative. They don't mean indecency or anything. They just love the sun. And you don't feel anything like, if you walk through, you don't feel anything like abnormal. You feel good. You feel okay. And maybe you would like to also do the same without feeling embarrassed or anything, because everybody is so natural in their natural habitat. Natural habit, also habit. Everybody is happy because summer are very short in some of the Western country. Yeah. People really worship the sun whenever it comes out. In summer, lasts maybe 1 month, 2 months, maximum, 3 months, nothing more. And even summer, the sun is not all that hot. But recently, in last years, many unprecedented heat waves, they kill people in Europe. Too hot. People are not used to it. And so now many countries are very alarmed right now. They know climate change is truly here, has been here already and continue to be here. Now many countries are very alarmed. Even United Nations declare climate emergency. The leaders of many nations do that and try very hard to think of the way to curb the rising temperature. It's already rise 1 degree or 1.5 degree, and it's already like that. Imagine if 2 degrees more, 3 degrees, 4, 5, we are finito. The children of our later generation will be really hard hit. If any parents who really love their children and their grandchildren, they should be vegan by now. That's the fastest way. You see, at the moment, not 100% vegan in the whole world yet, but the trend is rising, yeah? And you can see the immediate effect already that the ocean is empowered to take in more CO2. And the forests are also empowered to take in more CO2. This is very paradoxical because if it's too hot, how can the ocean even take in more CO2? Yes, if it's too hot, how can the ocean take in more CO2? Because according to scientific recorded research, when the ocean is heated are hotter than usual, it will emit even more CO2. And this is contrary to logic and reason, that as the climate climbs up, the ocean now is taking more CO2. You understand? It is the blessing of the compassionate energy. Okay, it's a blessing from heaven, and of the humans change into a more loving, benevolent way of life. This is very obvious proof already. Just take it in more now, to help the planet, to help humans. That it, no doubt, in response to the compassionate way of life that the humans are in the process of implementing. Very good. Every day I watch, whenever I can, I watch SMTV. I saw the change. I saw the vegan trend is keep rising up. Oh, my heart feels so good. Not as good as it should be because I want it faster. You know, my temperamento. Yeah, but still it's better than nothing. And I hope people will change quicker for the generation after our generation. We cannot leave a mess and a danger to our children. We owe it to them to take care of their house, of their inheritance. We really own that. Everyone is saying they love their children, but they don't do enough for them. Not just to give them money or give them education. That's not enough, is it? No, they should do more, yeah? In Vietnam, we say the parents normally gathering virtues and moral merit to give it to their children. Yeah. And they also say that the father generation eat too salty food. Then the children will be thirsty. Just the same like karma, you know, our retribution. It doesn't only affect our generation, but affect the next generation and the next and the next. In the Bible, it also says that we inherit the sin of our fathers. So every holy scriptures say similar things. Buddha say is karma, you know? Yes. And the Bible say, as you sow, so shall you reap. Huh? Yeah. Even idiom from Vietnam or China, they all know this. So why don't they apply? Knowing one thing is different. Applying it is a different thing. Everybody can talk a lot. Everybody can. But that doesn't help anything. So, wow, my calendar again. I love you guys. You're so patient with my calendar. I have a lot of calendar hidden. Don't worry, I won't take it out today. One at a time. Okay, because of Gaushalak, he's so curious and so nosy. He went so close to look at the ascetic. Don't do that in India, okay? Yeah. Or anywhere, okay? You give people privacy, huh? For whoever likes to be alone, you leave them alone, yeah? Just like you yourself. But I guess some people don't like to be alone. That's why they don't know what privacy is. Some people like to be together with group. Yeah, they cannot live alone. They will die. Die of loneliness or whatever, I don't know. Very difficult for someone to live alone. But it's okay, it's okay. As long as you enjoy the companies and good company, then it's good. But also take some time to have private time so that you can reflect the inside value. The true value is inside, not with companies, not with anything outside. Okay? I have to wear good things because that's my fate. That's my complicated destiny, or whatever you call it. Yeah, I have to, and I will have to. Yeah, hey, that's that. Because many masters, they are very ascetic. Yeah, they don't even wear clothes, and they wear very little clothes, and they eat very little. And look, how much has the world changed because of that? How many people even follow them because of that? People just, oh, bravo, wow, he's really holy, he don't eat, he don't wear, he don't sleep, he this, he that, he's ascetic. But how many people truly follow their teaching because of that? One nun in, I'm going on with my calendar again, so you want it or not? Okay, then. But I told you this story already. It's just an example again, like there was one nun in Meoli, huh? She doesn't eat for many long years already. People come every Sunday, maybe one bus full. Went there just to worship her, or maybe just to be there and take her blessing. She doesn't even talk. She doesn't even preach. She just uses her gesture to tell people to recite Amitabha Buddha. That's all she does. Oh, when I was there, that's all she did. And how many people do anything? I was the only one that asked her how to be breatharian like her, and she was very happy. Other people, they think it's impossible. They don't even ask. They can't even be vegetarian, according to her teaching, not to talk about being breatharian like her. Waterian. And she told me, go step by step. And then I really can. Yeah, I really can. At that time, whenever I look at the food, I feel it's not clean. It's not easy for me to eat. I did not know that I could be breatharian already at that time. I didn't think. And then I could not eat anything anymore. I don't feel like eating. And then I just stopped. I did not stop until somebody provoked me. The abbot told me, oh, you eat only one time a day, but you eat like 3 meals together. I said, oh, yeah? Well, you eat 6 meals. And never mind. And then from that day, I just stopped. I didn't eat anything. Everybody was so scared because I continued working, like cleaning the houses or doing any chores that I should do in the temple. I was alone. And then they were very afraid that I might die or something. They keep asking, you don't eat, but you still working? I say, yeah. I don't eat if I don't want to. I eat if I want to. And they will keep looking at me all the time, until I could not bear it anymore. So I go back to normal. Yeah. It's very simple at that time. I did not prepare nothing. I did not go through 21 days period, or nothing. I just like that. That day, no more. I don't feel anything. Don't feel like I miss something or like desiring for food. If I desire for food, it would be terrible. It wasn't. It wasn't any desire. It's so easy to transit, just jump from one to another. Oh, I thought, wow, this piece of cake. At that time, I don't have any disciple. I do anything I wanted. Life is more simple. No worry, no care in the world, and whatever I wanted come true. But I don't even want much. Just some small thing daily, like something if I cannot have it, then I say, I wish I could have that, and then it will come. Just like that. Now I wish to see somebody, even though they're far away from thousands of miles away from other countries, from Europe, they will come see me. I just think, and then it come true all the time. And now I pray, I beg, and I don't know if it's coming or not. And now I don't care no more. I don't even wish for anything. Hey, whatever happened, happened. At that time, I did not do all that on purpose. I did not. It's just so easy. Life was so easy. Even I just don't want to eat anymore, I just don't. Imagine that. Now you can try. Even after 21 days, you still cannot stay breatharian. Maybe you take food and then slowly maybe, but it's not that easy. And now that I wonder, how easy was that for me? Now that I wonder, before for me is no problem. Because anything I want, it will happen immediately. Nowadays, maybe I wait for a couple of thousand years or something, if something to happen. Yeah, have to meditate a lot. Do retreat a lot. Then maybe things will come slowly. Not so easy like before. But it's just different. At that time, life is easy for me only, but not significantly helpful to the world. So now, life is not all that difficult for me. It's not all that easy like before. Because before I lived like in a fairy tale, whatever I think, just come. I don't even wish. It's just a splitting thought, and then it will come. Of course, I didn't ever think of anything bad. Thanks God. Otherwise, it's too easy to come true also. Never mind. Oh, I'm going on with calendar again. Okay, stop there. Now, did you try breatharian? Many of you, some of you try, right? Is it easy? Yes or no? No. I see many heads shaking. Yeah, I know that. Because of that, because I heard so many difficult stories about trying to go without food. Then I appreciated my time back then in New York. Living in New York City, in the temple, but in New York, surrounding with meat-eating people, all kind of people, Taiwanese who come and Chinese who come to the temple. But I have no desire for food at all. And when I get bored with foodless, I try the first meal. Everybody keeps staring at me and asking questions and talking behind me, and I thought maybe I don't eat. I wasn't hungry or wanting to eat anything. I don't know, just as natural as I quit, as natural I took food again. And then it tastes like dry grass. It tastes like nothing. Many days afterwards, and then I slowly get more used to with the taste. Otherwise I didn't like anything. But to go without food has some benefit, just for me, okay? Easy life. But to go with food is benefit more the multitude, more affinity with people, okay? Many people. Food is the most working cause of all the people. Everybody work because of food, and to produce food, to plant food, to process food, to transport food, to store food, to sell food, to buy food, to cook food, to wash food, is a lot of work. So when we eat a morsel of food in this world, we have created a lot of affinity with many, many people. Therefore, we must meditate more to repay their kindness. It's just not because we pay the money. Of course, that's good also. Not because we pay, then we are clear of karma. It's not like that. Okay, so I go back to India. Right. So now this disciple or friend or companion of Mahavira was going near, very near, and goggling the face of that ascetic. And then he saw that the hermit was busy doing some strange penance. In India, they do many kind of penance, okay? You know already, right? I told many times. Some are hanging thing on their manly stuff to see how tough it is. Some are sleeping on their nails bed. Some are making a lot of fire around them in the midday sun in summer. Some are standing on one leg often or all the time, yeah? Some don't eat, maybe only once a while. Some eat only once a day. Some eat very little. Some eat only when somebody feeds them. Believing that doing all this kind of hardship on themselves, they will get liberation or see God. Some don't even wear clothes. They renounce everything, absolutely. Even women. Even ascetic women renunciate, they also wear nothing. Don't do that in Taiwan. Even if you clean your karma, the police will clean you. Huh? Okay? I'm not sure if it cleans any karma or not. But the police will give you some cleaning. In Taiwan, you cannot even go begging, like a nun or monks in India. You can do that only in a certain special occasion. Like once a year, they make a ceremony to give a title to monks and nuns, yeah? Like if you want to be monks and nuns, then you apply, okay? And then that's like a shaving head ceremony, renunciate ceremony. Yeah, it take maybe 2 months, right? I forgot. 多少？剃度呢？当和尚成大戒的多少个月？2个月哈？
有1个月，有2个月。
哦 ，OK。
戒期不一样。
1 or 2 months depends. And then at that time, after you finish your ceremony, then you can go out begging. Just symbolic, one time, no more. And then you have to either go into a temple somewhere to live, or live alone and practice by yourself, but not go out begging. In India, still can. That doesn't mean people will give them anything. Not necessary. I met one monk. 2 weeks, he has nothing to eat because nobody gave him anything. And he had to try to sell something. And not many people buy either. Okay, so now, see, this ascetic, he was doing some strange penance. He was standing facing the sun with his head hanging down and arms straight up. Okay, we can imagine, each one imagine different. But the head hanging down, he's standing facing the sun and with his head hanging down and both arms straight up. His hair was having very long strands and hanging on the ground like the roots of some old banyan tree. So, due to the heat of sun rays, small insects falling from his unkempt hair were writhing. And out of compassion, he was picking them up and putting them back into his dense locks of hair again. Oh, God forbid. Gaushalak could not control his laughter, seeing this strange activity. Jokingly, he said, "Oh, abode of insect." He called the ascetic the abode of insects. This is an insult. You don't say reverence, this and that. I said, the abode of insects. Oh dear. What do you think you're doing? He asked. You are gathering insects and considering this act to be a penance? The hermit remained calm the first time. But when Gaushalak did not refrain from making biting remarks, the hermit looked at him with his burning eyes and said, "Oh, vicious person, my name is Vaisyayan Tapas, and I am the doom of ignorant fools like you." He got mad now. Instead of jolting him to sanity, this scornful comment drew an insulting laughter even more from Gaushalak. The hermit now took a few steps back and angrily started emitting fire from his mouth. Careful, I don't have any fire. But beware, there are some fire from hell that you cannot stop and I cannot stop. So he stepped back and then emitting fire from his mouth. So, he did a lot of penance. So, of course, he will have some magic power like this, yes? The Buddha's disciples also have different magical powers, good or not, they do have. Yes. Like sometimes they can fly in the air and then upper body can spray out water, or under body will spray out fire. For example, like that. Or walking through stones, walking through walls, walking through locked door, flying in the air, making fire of nothing, walk on water. More or less this is the main thing, okay? I said I can do, but I don't. I cannot. I'm not allowed to do anything. What I mean is these are possible, okay? If you don't have other karmas influence, you can be a master and have all kind of magical power that is very suitable for you, convenient. It's just that these power are not from astral power, so you can use it. Just like the disciples of the Buddhas, of the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. One monk, he was a beggar, but then after he practiced just a short while, he could walk through stone already. Walk means through stone or any obstacles. It's very convenient, in fact. Just if you are a master, it's difficult. You cannot. You sign to relinquish everything. You lose everything. Absolutely, you begin zero again. And then you may gain some again, but if you have a lot of disciples, you lose all the time. And you could lose everything also. Doesn't matter. Just in case you want to be a master and gather a lot of disciples and being famous and all that, think twice. People in this world are difficult to teach, to change. They might listen to you and clap their hands, but they don't understand what you're saying. And even maybe they understand just intellectually, not deeply, not enlighteningly. So very difficult to change their mind and their way of life. And for that, it costs you a lot. Because if they are your disciples, you accept them, whatever they do, you must try to help. So this miraculous power of emitting a fire from your mouth is called, it has a name, it's called Tejolesya, okay? Acquired through long and harsh penance. The Buddha has never condoned any practice of a magical power. These are not high power, okay? They are very low. And you can practice many years doing this penance like the tapas, ascetic here, then you can have quite a few powers. That you can also walk on the water. The Buddha one time wanted to cross a river, and there was a boat, and he was about to cross with the boat. And then there was one guy next to the Buddha, he's showing off, something like, how can the Buddha even walk through the river on the water? Why he has to take a boat? So the Buddha asked him, how many years you practice? And then he just walked on the water. You know that guy? Yeah, the one who talked to the Buddha, he walked on the water to show off. And the Buddha asked him, how many years? How long did you practice until you get this power? He said, about 25 years. So he said, I have only 25 corn. I can cross, on the boat. The Buddha has always looked upon these children tricked with not very respectful attitude. He always told Maudalayana, tell him not to use magical power anymore, but he cannot help it. He get used to it. Yeah, he followed the Buddha, but he cannot forsake everything, except his hair and maybe his house. Yeah. So finally, he died by higher magical power. Maybe not higher, but they gathered together, many of them, to counter him alone. So he alone cannot, wasn't able to withstand their united power, because they was very angry with him. Maybe many times he make fun of them or something, or defeated them. So they were very angry. Yeah. So finally they gathered together, different sects, and then they killed him. He died tragically. You know already, right? I told you already. So within no time, a ball of fire rushed towards Gaushalak, who retreated with fear and ran to Mahavira, shouting in panic, Sire, sire, save me, this tapas will burn me. So when he reached Mahavira, Gaushalak fell at his feet. Hearing the pathetic call of Gaushalak, Mahavira was moved. He's always moved. Anybody who in trouble or poor or weak or needy is always moved. There is no surprise. They did not even have to write this. I would know it. I would read it to you without the printed words. He was moved. Yeah, nothing new. How surprising, huh? So, turning back, he saw the approaching fireball from the compassionate heart of Shraman Mahavira flowed a spontaneous stream of cool, pacifying energy. When the nectar glands of Mahavira fell on the fireball, it subsided. The angry hermit was astonished to see his fireball dead, extinguished. So he recognized Mahavira as a much greater and more benevolent power than he. So he said, "Pardon me, oh embodiment of benevolence." That is on the contrary of the abode of insects. You see? Yeah, you have to learn manner. Negative words hurt and make people also angry. If they're not angry, at least they feel pain, hurt. So we should be careful what we say, unless really necessary. If not necessary, keep quiet. If we cannot say something kindly, benevolently, beautifully, then don't say anything. If the situation does not ask for, then save it. But this ascetic, he was truly very educated. He was angry then, but he wasn't angry if Gaushalak did not provoke him time and time, again and again. He already warned him to stop, he did not stop. So he got angry. But still, he has realization within him. He has spiritual education. So when he recognized somebody greater than him, he addressed him so reverently. That is the way we should always do. Yeah. When I was in the airport a few days ago, I always saw monks and nuns in the airport, and I always saved some money to offer. And I always call them reverend, yeah, or Maharaji, or Mataji. It depends on what religion they came from. If in Hindu, then I call them Mataji or Maharaji or Babu or Babaji or reverence. Is a Buddhist or anything, at least you call them reverence. Or if I see a Catholic, Christian monks or nuns, I always address them as father or mother. Yeah. And I bow and I put my head and bow myself before I say, "May I offer you something for your daily use?" Yes. And then I give. And they're always very, very happy. Yes. That's the way we should talk to someone who is trying their best against all temptation and trouble and obstruction in this world to be near God. Their best. Maybe their best is not the best, but that's their best. That's all they can do in their circumstances and their strength. So we always have to respect the people who try to see God in their own way. Understand? Very difficult, yes. Even to leave home is difficult already. I know one of your brother. I'm not trying to make fun. I'm just telling you how difficult it is. One of your brother, he just came, want to help SMTV one day only. He was crying like baby already. "I miss my parents. I want to go home." Day one. Big boy, strong, crying like that. So I said, "Okay, let him go." Let him go before we are flooded with his tears. Let him go before he call in all heavens and earth, to witness his filial duty and and heart, sorrowful tears. It's easy to talk. It's not easy to do. I don't blame you, of course. I don't blame you. If you stay with your parents, still laughing, huh? No, it's a true story, no? I'm not joking. Yeah. No, he's not the only one. It's just he lasts too short. He lasts the shortest. He's a record holder of short lasting only. So I tell you, the other, a few more days, few more weeks, few more months, few more years, equally, fighting, struggling, and finally, sayonara. Yeah, telling you. You try it. Don't laugh. Go try. Try go somewhere far from your family, far from your district, far from your usual abode. Then you tell me. Huh? Sure. Don't laugh. You laugh now, you cry later. That's why many people cannot do many things, because of this attachment to the old habit, old places or old environments. Okay? Old comfort zone. Yeah, so they make excuses to run back to comfort zone. So to be a nun and monk, far away from your family or far away from your country is already something. Yes. It's not like everybody like that, you know. Some people like adventure also. That's nothing, okay? But the Buddha say if you want to really renounce the old way of life, if you truly want to be detached and free yourself from karma, from binding, affection, then you should even leave your country. Not just leave your house, but leave your country. Not just leave your relatives, but gone away from them, far as much as possible. I'm not saying you should, huh? No, I'm just saying what the Buddha said. You know my calendar, right? I'm jumping from one saint to another, one sage to another, one country to the next. Just to give you a clear example of what the book is saying. Otherwise, it's too short. I can read it. 2 minutes, finish the story. You want that? I can't even read fast. World record, like, while moving to Zira, he was passing the lens, and then it's done. Without the calendar, you could read the story at home on your internet, online, yeah, and maybe even free. So this tapas was really very polite and indeed educated spiritually. You should learn, you know, from stories. I'm not just reading to you to entertain you. Every story has some moral lesson to learn from. Remember that, okay? And to improve yourself wherever you lack. We are born perfect, but then we be in the world and contaminated all the time. And it become our nature, second nature. So watch that, okay? Watch it. Try as best as you can. Make people happy. Oh, I cannot all the time. It depends, you know. I am a teacher. I cannot always make you happy if you are not up to the happiness standards, yeah? Just like the student in the school, if he's last in the class, after admonishing many times, the teacher cannot say, oh, you good boy, continue being lousy. It's okay. Everything is illusion anyway. What for you need a certificate of doctor? You can just go out, clean the street, no problem. You understand what I'm saying? The teacher or the parents, they have also a duty to train their disciples, their children in different ways. Not because of love, then always have to talk sweetly or, you know, encouraging bad behavior or negative personality. So now this ascetic was very politely, humbly say, pardon me, sir, pardon me. Oh, embodiments of benevolence. He addressed him thus. Just like we say to the Buddha, oh, compassionate one. He said, oh, embodiment of benevolence. I did not know that this man was your disciple. Oh, shame. Shame on other master to have such a disciple. Yeah, it's truly also make a bad name for master, no? Mahavira was the opposite, absolute 100% opposite. And this guy is 360%, the embodiment of what? Low class disciple. Very terribly mischievous and bad. Yeah. Gaushalak was saved from his imminent death. Yeah. Okay, so Gaushalak was relieved also. Yes. And he asked, Sire, what does this abode of insects say? He still did not learn. What does this abode of insects say? Mahavira replied, he was just going to turn you to ashes with his firepower. You were saved by me, by my pacifying power. Do not disturb anyone in the future. That's all he said. Thank God, eh? Otherwise, we probably have no more story to tell later on about him and his disciple. No disciple is the best disciple. Yeah, okay then. That was the last. Any question today? Any good story? Any calendar? Private calendar? Next time another one, okay? Next time. Yeah. Your time now.
제가 60이 넘어서 여기 와서 3개월 명상하려고 왔습니다.
I came here to meditate for 3 months.
그리고요, 저 스승님께서 다 해주셔서 너무 감사드리고 그 한국식으로 제가 스승님께 삼배를 올리고 싶습니다.
I thank you for all you've done to me, and I want to bow 3 times to you.
No, don't do that.
그렇게 하지 마세요.
Just this good enough, okay?
이 정도로만 하면 괜찮습니다.
Number one, we don't have room. If you bow, you bump into your head or the head of the sister in front of you or behind you.
절을 하다가 앞 사람한테
Number
부딪힐
two,
거예요.
it's make like a habit, everybody bow, and then I have to build a bigger hall. So everybody have like 2-3 meters square, so you can bow as much as you want.
그렇게 했다가는 다른 사람들까지 다 할 테니까 안 됩니다.
I told you guys many times,
여러 번 말했어요.
no need.
그럴 필요 없습니다.
Respect inside is the best.
내면으로
네,
존경을
그렇게
표하면
하겠습니다.
괜찮습니다. 네, 그렇게
Follow my teaching is the best. Okay?
가르침을 따르는 것이 가장 좋은 방법.
Thank you for your
감사합니다.
감사, thank you.
sincerity. Yeah.
그 신실함에 감사합니다.
3 times. Good enough. Don't bow too low, you bump into people in the front. Sister, move forward. Okay lah.
됐어요.
I accept already. Okay. Any other bowing question? All of you want to bow, then bow now, all together. 1, 2, 3. And don't ever ask me again. 3rd time, okay, finito. If bow one more, must kneel. Too much. I say 3 times, it's 3 times, okay? Overdoing is as bad as little doing. Next one.
师父好，
你好。
好，我想要分享一个就是那个小朋友的故事。那有一天我的小孩子呢，他犯了错，然后就是我就不允许他跟我去共修。那可是那一天呢，他苦苦哀求，大概是他5岁的时候，他苦苦哀求说：“妈妈，我想要跟你们去共修，你们都可以在上面打坐，在大殿里面打坐，我只能在儿童教室，我都不能够进去。但我想要跟你们去。”可是我还是很坚决地跟他说：“不，你不能，因为你白天在学校说谎，我一定要让你知道说，我们不可以做这样的事情。”那结果那天我真的没有带他去共修。那后来呢，他睡着了，我回家之后，隔天早上他跟我说：“妈妈，我做了一个梦，有好多的师父来看我，那个景象就有点是光中化佛无数亿。” 就是非常非常非常好多很漂亮的师傅出现在他的面前，然后安抚着他，而且还唱了很多的歌。那我真的是非常的感动，就是师傅真的是非常非常伟大的一位名师。那另外我这边也想要分享的是，其实师傅的力量真的是不可思议。我记得那一天师傅到了台北爱海，小孩就对着师傅说：“师傅我爱你。”师傅就回应着说：“我也爱你。”结果那一天他说他回家去之后，就做得满满的师傅带他去天堂玩的梦。那另外有一次呢，我买了很多张师傅的海报回家，一口气把海报都贴满了。他当天也告诉我，那天师傅又带他去哪里玩。对，所以我们真的觉得师傅的恩典无限。那我自己个人是蛮惭愧的是，就是真的是体会不到小孩体会的，可是透过小孩的故事，你就会发现，真的是感谢。
大孩子没看到哈？
对，都没有。
对啊。
对，有一次我还问小孩说，那个师傅都带你这样出去玩，到底妈妈有没有在旁边？你有没有看到妈妈我出去一起玩？他就跟我说有啦，妈妈，师傅有带你去啦，我确定。可是我说我都没有去，你下次拜托，如果师傅有在带你出去玩的时候，你一定要跟师傅说，拜托把妈妈一起带去。好，以上是我的分享。
丢脸。过来，拿一些东西给小孩。用那个外套的衣服拿一下哈。对。帽子也是。别偷吃啊！好，谢谢师傅。你们穿的衣服真的好舒服啊！红色的裤子，蓝色的上身，什么都穿了，都不管赔他。真的觉得这边像家一样哈，好舒服是吗？哎呀，我们在家里是什么乱穿没问题的，这边是一样，颜色什么赔就无所谓。我不是批评的，我设计人物一看就很那个，注意力的，懂不懂？我在家里什么都可以穿，无所谓。当然，不过还是习惯了，懂不懂？还是会配呢，还是配这个配那个这个要配那个，因为颜色如果一起打仗的话，我受不了。不过我觉得你们好可爱啊，好像你们像家在这里当家一样，所以什么装都无所谓。OK 啦 ，OK， 我不是批评的，我觉得好可爱，觉得你们真的很舒服，很那个很自在，在这里很自在哈 ，very good。还有别的吗 ？You see, even look at the fan. I want to look the one that match. It's ingrained in my DNA. I can't help it. Of course, sometimes I have no choice. I had to wear like the red hat, the counter, the blue shoes or something, but I would never feel comfortable. Yeah, it's just inside, inside my blood. Yeah, even if I wear simple clothes, it still need to look good. Yeah, not because simple clothes don't look good. Yeah. This is actually, nothing complicated. It's just a dress and then you put a belt to it, that's all. Question? 没有问题哈 OK 太好了我去了我走了 Thank you very much for your love. Thank you for your love. Okay, see you later. I wish you a good meal, good appetite. 第一次看到，不用摸啦，看眼睛就行了。大家都是这样认为。我现在力量很壮，不用摸了，想就够了。Wow, Việt Nam hả?越南多少？Âu Lạc. Okay, very good. You happy? Happy, yeah. Happy. Ở đâu lại vậy? Đà Lạt hả? Quảng Ngãi. Đâu nữa? Cần Thơ. Bạc Liêu. Wow. Hả? Bảo Lộc. Nhật Bản. Ở Nhật Bản hả? Việt Nam cũng ở Nhật Bản hả? Ở đó ok không? Có đi đến cái nhà của sư phụ Cộng Tu không? Có hả? Nhà Tú ở trong rừng á. Ok, very good. Yeah. I have many houses, but I don't have any. I have many houses, but I live in the cave. Ở đâu? Bác ở đâu vậy? Bác làm tay đó ở đâu đến vậy? Thái Quan rịnh. Sao giống nhau anh em quá, tôi biết người nào đâu hả? 我说大家看起来一样，我不知道谁是日本，谁是原来亚洲人啊？mấy người Á Châu giống nhau ha? Ok. If God give us intelligence or talents of some kind, some degree, that is because we have to serve God, okay, in different ways, helping others, helping His children. Not that we have a talent and then we feel very proud about it and just earning money just for ourselves or some different reason, or selfish reason. That's not worth human's life, okay? We don't even do a lot of sacrifice like Lord Mahavira even, yeah? We only use our talent. We should be proud, should be happy to be able to use it, to be able to have it, yeah? Much is expected. From whom much is given. That's what I said. If you're given a lot of something, then the world expects some more from you, okay? It's natural. It's a natural thing in life, right? The tree give a lot of fruit and people will take and enjoy, or the birds, the animals take it. This kind, they don't give fruit, so the birds don't come eat, or the insect don't come. If we have talents, we must use it for good cause. That's the best thing we can do with our life and talents. But talent has to come with moral, okay? You have talent, but you don't have moral, then it's bad. It's not enough, not good. Even if it's not bad, it's not good enough. Got that? Okay. I see you in the kitchen if you have room. You guys have any question? No, huh? We work well together, right? Getting better all the time, huh? I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you use your talent to help the world, to help the animals. You don't know how many people you have saved, how many animals you have saved through your work. You should be very happy, very proud of yourself. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay. Watch it. Protect yourself. I don't know if I can drive as well anymore. I try so that you can see more of me. More than my words can tell. Okay?
以你为荣就是光荣啊，我们很光荣，有你我们很光荣。
谢谢你，你那么长寿，我高兴。好久，他们是早期最早期的，30多年的印星，最早期。那个时候我没有房子什么，他们已经在。大家 OK 呀？对不起了，不能什么人都请 ，OK？ 台湾人常看到了，谅解一下啊。我们给客人哈 ，OK 呀，多谢啦，多谢你们照顾外国来的同修。